Okay, good evening, good morning, afternoon. Okay, the last time I ended somewhere with my walkthrough with the ALX project on data analysis. So I ended somewhere, and then today I will continue from where I ended. So those of you who are looking for support to keep you moving to the next stage of your project, this is for you. And if what I'm doing is helping you, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Yes, it's also one important thing. So, the last time I ended here by creating this variable, which is the urban share of the national population. So this is the urban share of the national population in thousands. So this is the national population, and from the instruction file, it is stated that that value is in thousands. See it here. You can see it here. They say it is in thousands. So the PU PO the POPU value, that one is in percentage. That's what they are stating here. If you check here, they say it's in percentage. So we are going to use that percentage share to obtain the actual population in thousands. So that was what we did the last time. I took my time to do some small video on this, so I ended it here. So today I'm going to continue from the other variables that they ask. So I already created this, but if you are working on it, you can also look for the variable and then order them according to how ALX is giving the instruction. So if you look at the instruction manual, I'm currently at this stage. I'm done with this stage of it. So, and then I'm coming to this stage. I've also done the last time I did this stage. I did this percentage and did the calculations. I think I did that. Then fast forward, we had to create some particular variable. So this one is already there. This so let's create a line chart. So this is where the whole thing will start. Let's create a line chart on our global 2020 report. Our independent variable, that's the x-axis, or beyond the x-axis, the cost, independent variable, the cost on the x-axis will be the national population sites, POP N, let me call it that. Our dependent variable, the effects, those will be on the y-axis. So that will be the urban and rural population share in percentages. We already have the urban share in percentage in the POPU column. Yes, we don't have the rural share, but we can assume that we only, so it's just proportions, because the total population, the total national population, we assume it to be 100%. Then if you get to know that the rural and then the national population is made out of rural and then urban, They are the only two things. So if you get to know that urban is maybe 15%, you should also be thinking that the other one, which is rural, would be 85%. So that's what we use to create these rural variables. So so I go to my document. I've already created a variable here. So here, so you press equals to, you enter the formula equals to, and then you enter 100, which is the national. 100 here represent the percentage of the national population. The overall, yes, let me just say the overall. Now, where I'm entering for a country. So this particular country, the national, we consider the whole national population to be 100%. Then that is made out of urban and rural. So if you know the urban, you take it out of 100 to get the percentage share of the rural. So this is the rural share of the population percentage we are looking for. So you minus, then you come to look for design percentage. So this is the urban population share in percentage. So you come and select this, enter. So it will give you suggestion. So you can decide to fill it or you, but I think sitting down to do this manually will be very difficult. So it's already giving us suggestion. So you just look through, meaning if you use your fill handle, you are going to get these figures. So I don't want the handle to go and be looking and be dragging. So I just mark here to bring these figures on my edition. Okay, so that is so the figures has been calculated for the rural population share in percentage. So these figures here are in percentage. 100% meaning there was no urban population for this country. All of them were rural people. So that's why we have 100% here. Here, 53% were rural. So meaning 42 point something percent were also the urbans. So if you come back to the urban side, you see that 40, you see 46 point something. So that is it. Then you are done with this particular variable. Then you go back to the manual, then see what again they are asking for. So from the manual, add PON as the x-axis and POU, and the newly created this feature as the series column. These are the instructions. So add P, that's the national position as the x-axis, and the POU, and the newly created these features as the series. So this is just an instruction. So we have to create a graph. So I'm going to show you how we create the graph. So you go to the national population report, click Excel, then you can come here and just insert and select your chart type. So I've inserted it. Then the chart type, I select this. Then it will ask me data range. So delete this and click on this this um, four boxes at the right here. Click on it. Please enter a valid range. So it's telling you to enter a valid range. So you come here. Then after you are here, you go back to your data set. Then you highlight all the data up to the very last end where we were. So this is here up to the very down. Okay, yeah. So if you also know the row header and then your column header, you can use it to finish this. So that's S then 214. So that's what it's showing here. So you can also use it to enter here. But there's something tricky. The seat name will have to come. So if you are not careful, so if you don't want to be getting confused, just do what I've shown you. So when you do this, click OK. When you click OK, you see this thing here is scary, eh? This thing is looking scary. Okay, but it's not. You will get there. So I remove this. Then I see that this showing something else too. Don't worry. That one too is still going to remove this one too. So I remove it. I see that this is showing something scary. You get it. So here you now look for the x-axis. You go back to the instruction. They say the poop n is going to be on the x-axis. So now I come back and then here you see here you click add axis. So when you click add axis, you look for the variables. These are the variables showing. So you look for poop n. So this poop n. Now put it. See, this is also still showing something scary. Still showing something scary. So, but don't worry. So, and the other side, they only ask you to leave some two variables. So let's look for this variable, that's rural population. They ask us to include it, so you leave it, but the rest, remove them. Or you just remove all series and go back and continue again. So now you click on the series, then they ask us to, let me refer to so they ask us to leave pop U and then pop R. So pop U and pop R. So this is pop U. Then you can see that it's giving us some good news. This is one of the stage that you get to before you continue to edit the graph. So when you get here, you add the other one. So this is the urban one. Then we have the rural distant population. That's pop U. So if you add pop U, you see that we have gotten one milestone. So we have gotten one milestone. We have gotten to this point. But if you see, the graph is looking strange. It's looking strange. So they will give us instruction on how to if we do aggregate. Yes, it has changed, but it's still very compact. It's still very compact. Still very compact. Okay, so these averages. Yeah, even with the averages, it's still very compact. It is still very compact. So let's go and see the instruction ALX giving us to correct this. So edit chart. Some okay, aggregate it. So if you aggregate it, you get back this. So this is the first tick. Then I'm going to see the instruction. What next they are saying. So yes, which insight can we gain from this data visualization? These are questions. Go and handle them. But then you get something like this. So your graph and things, you have to label them if you are doing your actual data analysis for an organization and other things. This I'm doing to you, I'm not gonna label it. But maybe I'll just show you an example of how to label it if you so wish to do that. So to deal with the outliers, there are outliers. That's why you see our graph is extended to some. The data is concentrated somewhere, and then somewhere is too white. So they are asking us to correct that. So they have given options. They have given option A, B, and C. So we change the unit of our x-axis, that's C. We edit our visualization by adding a maximum cutoff point. They are giving and giving the disadvantage. So these ones refer to your file and you get it. Now, ALX suggested that we use option C to make our graph somehow analytical. So let's consider option C. Change the unit of our x-axis currently. Our x-axis poop, this is represented in thousands, meaning every unit that you see on the poop, this column, it is times 1,000, which will give us, so they have given an example for Kenya one. So if you go to Kenya, if you go back to your data, let's go back to the data set here, then I'll search for Kenya, press Control F, then you see find bar, search bar, then you type Kenya, Kenya. So Kenya is showing here, and then if we check, this is the figure they gave, the 53771. If you go to the manual, that's the figure, the 53771 point something something. So that is what they are saying. So then so Kenyan population, then the actual population size, this is multiplied by 1,000, which will equal to approximately this. And so if you multiply this by this, you'll be getting around a figure of this, which is, if you convert this into million, you will get this million people. Then let's create a new future. So the new future is this. So let me go to my data set. I've already inserted something for that. So let me clear this my search bar. Go to the data set. So I've already inserted. This is already there, so I don't need it. Let me remove it. So copy, cut, paste. Okay, so this might be million. So let me see the instruction. So what will happen if we use the round this? So we are going to, this is a million, so which is the national populations are rounded up to the nearest million. So if we come to, I've already done what I've already done for myself. If we come there, you see what I entered there. This is it. So this was the formula I entered there, the cell reference. So if I copy this, I've already done it, so I don't want to go through the hard thinking of it again. So equals to, then I paste here. Enter. What do I see? I see reference 0000. Don't worry, close this. We are here to solve problems. So round up. Let me check the cell reference. So the round up, this will be divided by 1,000. Let me see. T is what? T. So yes, so that formula I entered there. Because you see that I deleted one poop n here, and it's the poop n they used to get this million, because I brought it closer in the other document to get it, but then I have to remove it here. So that's why the formula is giving me this issue. So this is the poop n. So it's C. So go there. This is this the column reference is C, and then 2. So go there where you find C and T2, change the T to C. So you've changed the T to C. I think this our problem will be solved. So you see that as giving one here. So just use your fill handle, which is this plus. Use it to fill up to the end. You see difference. See the difference. Yes, so you have this. So when you now have this, you leave it and go back. ALX is asking us to now replace our national population in the graph here. So here will be the, okay, if let me label this graph. Let me label this graph. Add the graph customize it. Then you come to chart and titles. So chart title, you select here. There are a number of them. You select the one you want. So chart title, you select it. Then here you enter it. So I'll refer to my first analysis that I did. Then I'll copy it. I'll copy, edit, customize. Okay. Copy, and I'll put it here. There are so many things you can play around. These are editing. You want it in the middle, center. You use it bold. You use it font size. Maybe you want to increase it or reduce it color, black. So you can play around it. So this, then after that you select horizontal axis. Then you label that one too. So that one too I refer to my own horizontal. What was the name? So this was the name. Copy it. Then come here, paste it. Then you can play around this as I already told you. Black, bold, sorry, color black. Then size auto or change system. Then after that you go to the vertical axis. Then I'll go back to my already worked on. Then select vertical. Copy that one to population say in percentage. Copy it, come back, then paste it here. Then bold is already, that one is already centered, so it doesn't need those up. So system, then color black. Okay, so ALX want us to replace this national population size in thousand. We have to replace it with the one which is in millions. So now edit the chart. So now here, so this one you add, sorry, you remove it. Then if you remove it, you see something like this. Then you go back and click add. Then add. Then you look for it's not showing. So if it's not showing, then if it's not showing, I'll click here. This is not showing. Maybe it's because I didn't. So maybe let me go and edit my data range here. So let me edit the data range. Let me edit the data range. And this was S. So this one will be T. So I'll change the S to T. So change the S to T. Then enter. And then now see, okay, now you can see it's down here. So you select it. So when you select it, you see it will still give you the same thing. Yes, it's still giving you the same thing. Yeah. So if I do aggregate, when you do aggregate, ALX even asks us to do the aggregate. When you do the aggregate, you see another thing, which is scary. It has even distorted the whole thing. So don't worry. The issue is with this place. We are using sums. So let's use average here. This place, we use average. So the aggregate type is average. You aggregate and average it. So you select average. And when you select average, you see that our chart has come back to normal as what ALX is requiring us to do. Let me refer to the file. So you see that yes, similar. You see that this chart and by then you have to edit and indicate that this is now in millions, aggregated national population in million. I don't know where I can see that in copy. So let me go and make the correction. So when you are doing, you have to do that, but I don't think you need that to answer your questions. So customize charts, horizontal axis, then aggregated national population size. In millions. Million is having how many zeros? That's 9 zeros and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 zeros. Okay, all right. You can also just write the M. They are all the same. So, okay. But it's just telling you that any number you take here, you have to multiply. You have to add 9 zeros to it, and to make a million. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 9. Then okay, we are good to go. We are done with this. There is another headache part. This place there, I'll do some 2 lines. Then the others, if I'll do some 2 or 3 lines. The others, if you are fine with them, you can go ahead and then do it. It's not easy, but you have to take your time, because when I was doing that, I spent a lot of time here trying to figure it out. But now I'll do some 2, 3 lines, then you can take that from there. So I come. Let me go get the instruction. So after here, we have finished one of the stage. So we come here, investigating access by area. We want to investigate what access to water, the different service level looks like for our people. So this one you read around them. So calculate the measures of central tendency and spread of the 4 national service levels. So hello. Yes. Okay. Okay. Sorry. So we are looking to calculate this. So in our previous created global reciprocity, let's determine the maximum of each of the 4 national water access column. This. So go to my data. Come here, go to my report. So I did min max. So this, do I have this rounded figure? Yeah, so let me start with the maximum. So equals to max. Control X is basic, max is basic. So basic is the variable in this column. So if you see B, water says basic national. So that is what I'm finding the average for. So you highlight from down up to the very last cell. That's E240. Then after that, you close your bracket, hit enter. Yes, but you see that this figure is more than 100%. It's more than 100%. So that was why ALX gave us another instruction to round it up. So we create another figure. So I'll create another figure of this. This is a new figure. So I'll create this figure and round it up to the nearest. We only round up to the decimal to which our value exceeds this, because we are not rounding any of our other 3 service column. So it's only this one we are rounding because it's exceeding 100%. Yes, we can use a filter on our new column to check that we now only have values. So this is the instruction for this. So, which is not possible since this access means that every person in that country has access to the services. Let's go back to our data sheet and create a new feature called this rounded. So, data, move to the very end. Then this rounded is already created here. So, I don't want to go through the headache, so let me see what I use for my initial data set. I already did the thinking in that one, so I don't have to be thinking again. It's not easy. Sorry, it's not easy. So this was the formula. This was the formula I entered there. So you just round up. You just round it and then put the figure. But you can also try the round up and see, because they asked us to do that and also see. So now I come back to my newly created document. So equals to round. Click tab. Then you enter the figure. And so that's E2. Then comma. Now, how many number of places so you leave is 0. Then enter. So it will give you suggestions of the figures you want to do. It will give you suggestions. So I want to do something. I want us to change this round to round up, and then you see what will happen. Round up. So round up is also giving the same figure. Okay. Okay, you can look for you can search and find the difference between the round and then the round up. Yes. Okay. So up to the very end. Yeah. Okay. All right. And then using the round, you can see an error. Function round up parameter is expect number values, but none is a text and cannot be coerced to a number. So these are some of the issues why you have to now check and see. So now let me change it back to the round, and then you see whether we still have the problem. So okay. So there. Let me get some water. So let me get back to the instruction. So erroneous. Okay, so they are talking about the error. Erroneous data entries are often due to the different ways in which data are collected. In this case, having a percentage value that exceeds this is okay. Why do we calculate a new feature to round this decimal place? Okay. Now, if we only wanted to round the value that exceeding this down to this, how would we be able to use conditional statement to do that? Okay, on the global report sheet where we calculated the maximum of each of the water level, we change the reference to this. We change the reference to this. On the function to the newly created feature, this. Okay, so we see that we get this value error for our maximum function. Looking at the typical values in our this round column using a filter, we see that we have this errors in our rounding function. Let's use the filter and change this entries in the column to a textness. So these are instructions. So we go back and do this. When we do them, you see that we will be through with our data. Okay. Because I want to reference the right distance. So maximum this. So that's you. So this is what they are talking about. You see this an error value. So now they are saying that we come back to our variable. Then you click, you right click on the column header. Then you click remove filter because there's already filter somewhere. If there will no filter, it will ask you to create filter. So you just have to remove it and go back and then start the process and come back and create it. So remove filter. Then you go back, right click, then create filter. Then when you create a filter, you now use it. You clear all of them and look for the erroneous value. So check it. Then after that, okay. Then okay, there are even two values that are causing those troubles. So ALX saying we should change them. We should change these values. Change it to none. None. Then after that, you use your slicer or filter. Now you come back, click select all. Then after clicking select all, you click OK again. It will come. Then when you now go to your report, you see that we have 100%. So now you do minimum too. So minimum is, sorry, if you don't put equal sign, will come in. Then tap. Then you go back, select from U2 up to U200 and then 14. So if you know, then you can enter. If you know, then you can enter. If you know, then control and shift 0 to close my bracket. And enter. So we see 37. So this are normal because we have rounded them. That's why we are not having 0. So mean is equals to average. So you just average. So let me go and select the right. So now we are now using this rounded figure. You are no more going back to use the one that was not rounded. So then we are now using this rounded. So all our cell reference here will be U2 and column U214. So U2 column U214. Then you enter. Sorry, what happened? Okay, if it's warning, don't worry, just go back, come back here. It's disturbing, so let me just come back here and then highlight them. Average. So then you get this particular figure. So let me compare it with I already worked on documents. Yeah, so mean, so 89.95. So if you come to this one too, 89 point why there's some different here, but not much. What could be the problem? Okay, but I think the procedure is right. So you do same. Don't know why I'm having different figures here. This one was V14. Don't worry, let me go and check. Maybe I mistakenly enter something there that is causing this discrepancy. So U2 U214. That should be it. Okay. Then the median, but the difference is not that much. It's not that much. So median, so it goes to median. So you click on it. Then you come back and select your figures from here. From here up to the end. Then close. Then enter. Okay. So 97. Let me check it. I don't know. Okay, so 97. So it's the same thing. So you come back here. Note is the note number. Remember that's appearing 20 times. So mode, so you go back, select the same, come down. Control C, enter. So most is 100%. Then you first quartile, so you enter quartile, then you will see you enter the data and the quartile number. So first of quartile, so that will be 1. So you come back and select your data. I don't know why I was typing and it wasn't coming. That would have been the fastest way when you type it. Yeah, because you have to reference I was saying there's something tricky. Because you have to reference the seed, you don't reference the seed, it will not come. So that is the reason why it wasn't coming there. So, but when you just come and highlight it, it will automatically reference the seed that you are working with. So that is the reason. I don't know why, wrong number. Yeah, so you see, because I didn't enter the quartile number, it has given me wrong answer. So if you go and so make this mistake, you get the same answer. So you enter comma, then you enter the quartile number S1. So you enter it, enter. You see now that's giving me figure, and it's giving suggestions. Don't accept them. Don't accept them. You see that it has given the same answer, almost the same answer for this. So don't clear them. Then you come to the third quarter. So the third quarter, you can copy this, put it here, and then edit. So it was U. So you change it to U. Change it to U. Then third quarter, meaning you have to enter here 3. So you take out so 100%. So let me check and see, confirm. So 100. Sorry. So 100% is here. Then we come back. So we come back here. Interquartile range is the third quartile minus the second quartile. So it goes to my third quartile minus my first quartile. So 14.5. This figure, let me see where that was what I have. I got 18 point something to 85. Okay, I'm coming. 1 U14. So yeah, you may be getting some slight different in the figures. It depends on how the initial one was, because data, as it goes through a lot of processes, there are some few things that get edited. So I'm actually trying to figure out where the problem will be coming from. Okay. See the third quartile there, 14.5. Okay, that's equals to standard deviation. Stiff. So STD, so standard deviation is this one. Then you go and select your data. Select your data. Close. Enter. So that's 15 point something. Then your range is your maximum minus your minimum. So equals to the maximum here minus the minimum here. So 63. So let me refer back to here and see. So 63. So that was what is doing here. So we come back to one of the item has been done. So let's move to limited. So limited access. So if you come to the data set, data set and come to let me use a color so that it will help me differentiate these headings. Color. Okay. You can freeze them. So if you want to freeze them, you click on the cell. Maybe I want to freeze countries and then the variables, that's the headings. So I will put it here. Then I come to tools, view. You come to view. So when you come to view, you see show freeze. Then you click free. So it will even give you concept free rows, free one row, free. So it will freeze two rows to one row, no rows. So maybe let me use one row from here, and then okay. So now when you are scrolling, you see your thing. So this is the limited variable. So this is what we are going to calculate the maximum and minimum for. So I'll go back to my global distance sheet, enter my formula equals to min, then tap, then I come here. Limited is here. So I select it up to the very end. Fast forward, Control Shift 0, close my bracket. And the answer is 0. Then I do for the maximum, max, tap, then come to my data, then highlight it. Okay, to the end. Shift 0, close bracket, enter. So 37 point something. So that's the maximum. So let me refer to my other work I've already done. You see the figure for that. And so you see 37, 0, then 100, then 37.42. So if you check that one too, you'll be seeing 37.42 for 2 something. So you go back, the mean to equals to mean average. So mean is basically average. So remove this, go and then grab it. So that variable, so we come to it. So now I'm just dealing with only this variable. When I finish it, then I'll move to the other variable that is unimproved, limited water, unimproved access. So shift 0, close my bracket. So 3 point something. You do the median. So equals to median. Enter. Go and select my data. Select my data. Shift 0, close bracket. And I come to my mode. So how I was doing the other time, if you like, you can drag this thing down. So, but you know that you are dealing with, so you look at the cell, you are dealing with column F. So that is the column reference number. Then the last one is 240. So you can use that so that I'll forget about. So when you drag this thing down, you drag this one down, then you edit it. So this one will now be F2. Then you change this one to F and make sure it's 214. If you change the figure, you get the answer wrong. So you see that I've gotten 0. Then this one too, you drag it down. The same thing. You click, change this one to F2. Then make sure this one is 214. And then also F. If you mix the distance, you don't get the answer. Then third quarter, can drag that one to down and then edit here. So that's F20, then F. So let me go and compare our figures with what I've already have. So the median up to the distance. So the median was mean. So this was my mean 3.86. So if you come here, you have 3.86, then 0.470. If you come here, you have 0.740, then 0 mode. Mode was 0. Then you come here, mode 0. Then first quarter 0. Then third quarter 4.8, 4.85, 4.85, and then some figures. If you come here to, you see 4.85 and then some figures. So meaning we are in the right path. So here too, you drag it down and do the same, edit it. So interquartile range, yeah, that one will be calculated automatically for you. Yeah, because the reference is inside. So standard deviation, that one day you have to edit it. So make sure here is F2, then make sure here is F240. So 6 point something. Then the range to, you drag it down. So range 2 is using figures from here, so definitely you don't have difference. So let me go and check the standard deviation in this one. So 6.960. 6.960. So see here it is. Then the other one 37.42. If you come here to, you see the same thing. So meaning we are on track. So that's how you do for, and then fill all your data. So after you have filled all your data, this is how your graph, this is how your table will look like. So after you have finished filling this information, this is how your table will look like. This is how your table will look like. So when your table is looking like this, this is how your table will look like when you have finished filling the other information. So now let me go back to the instruction manual. So here, so now we are at this point of the graph. So they say each of the 12 futures will represent one instant of the box and whisker plot, each of which will be represent on the x-axis. We will interpret each of the candle chart value in the following way: low and high. So they are just giving us how you interpret it. So let me go and show you how to create that graph, this particular graph. I've already done it. I've already done it, but I'll clear all the data and then let you see how that is done. So remove, or let me just delete it then so that I can do it and you see how delete chart. So then you come to insert chart. Then when you insert chart from it, you select your range, delete it. So select your range. Let me check the instruction. Okay. Low maximum. So yeah, so there were a number of items that we use. So if you check, minimum is highlighted here, maximum is highlighted first, and then third quarter. They are all highlighted. So the data range, I will select them to cover all these particular variables. So let me come here. Okay, here. Then I leave the area. When I was doing, I left the areas. So I only selected from the variables. So later on that I edited the areas. So from here up to the end. Up to the ends. Don't worry. Then you do okay. Okay. So when I do okay, see see the graph I'm seeing. So change the graph, change the chart type. So you come to edit the chart. You come here. You see the chart. So you scroll down and look for the whisker. This is the candle, this in chart. So you see this is candle chart, and when you do it, this is what it will be showing you. So this is what it will be showing you. So you might have to, and you see that it has taken even the max, minimum, and then mean. That's what they are used for the That's what they use for to create the candle and whisker chart. So if you look, compare this one to what has been shown on the ALX, and if they are different, then you can see how to handle it. And if you check, there are some difference more because they say this should have been the elements we will be using. Minimum, low, then open will be first quarter, then mean, then we have close will be third quarter, then high will be maximum. So let me go back to my graph. Then minimum will be low. I'm now looking at the instruction. Minimum is low. Then open. Open is the first quarter. So now I come here, my open. Let me select my open, let me remove it and then select the right one. So the open, I want the first quarter. So that's the open. Okay. Open, I selected maximum. Remove open. Okay. Okay. Um, okay. Turn here. I don't know why I'm selecting this one and then it's not showing. Open, I remove. Then I remove this one too. I remove this one too. Then open. That's got it's not showing. Close. So let me check ALS. Close is the third quarter. So close will be my third quarter. Then mode. Mode mode is going to, let me remove it and then okay, I think I'm getting something. High is, so high, let me see what they say high was. High was max. So let me go and make sure it comes to max. So remove it, remove it, remove it, remove it. Then add high, then I'll do max. Then remove it, add, then I'll do first quarter. Eh, okay, let me remove this one too. So this one will be the third quarter. I don't know why these things are not giving me, I don't know why they're giving me issues at this time. Okay, but I'll figure it out for you. But by then you should be getting something like this. You see, this is God. It's this place that I wanted them because I wanted the thing to face up, and this thing should have gone up. I don't know whether I can. Okay, so let me change the range. The first one is max. So I'll change it to the minimum. Just my data. Okay, okay. Let me change this one too. So that will be which one? The second one is, let me check the ALX this one. The second one is the first quarter. Okay, so then I'll scroll and come and look for my first quarter. So here's my first quarter. Click OK. So for my first, make sure you add the title if not to give you problem. Okay, I okay. So I want to start with the first quarter. Okay, and then the other one will be this one too. So the third variable from the instruction will be third quarter. So let me select the third quarter. But I don't see the main appearance, so let me go for it. The third quarter. The third quarter. Okay, then the max. So now let me see how our chart is looking. Yes. So you have something like this at the end of it. You have something like this. It's not easy. It's not easy. But as you were watching, I hope this can help you. So if you are able to get to this point, you are able to get to this point, then other things, other things will follow soon. So yeah, so I'll end this particular section here and then continue the next time I find any free chance. I will do another one. Yes, I'm putting it into my tax. I will get you something to also help you to complete your MCQs. So, as I've said at the beginning, if you find this helpful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I'll be doing a number of this throughout the data analyst program. The data analyst program, yes, I'll be doing similar of these things. Those that I have knowledge of, those that I don't also have knowledge of, I also learn from people. So, me, I have never stopped learning at any point of my life. And I learn for people, and then this thing I'm doing, but I also get some of this. I get to some points and I got stuck, and then with the help of other people, I was able to just some simple things, but it was getting me stuck. So, but I was able to get over those obstacles and then get to somewhere. So I'm also doing this to help other people who are getting stuck on their way to also get over those obstacles. So if this thing helps you, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.